this is the last thing we worked on. Now, when I was working on this project, I realized something. A lot of what took me so long to finish this project, and any future projects that are going to go forward, is the fact that I don't have a better way of healing. I have to constantly get golden apples, which means I have to sit at the gold farm, and I have to trade for apples and all that. So I've decided today what we're going to do to make sure that we can complete projects a little bit quicker is to make a bunch of safe zones. I want to have a bunch of beacons ready to go for regen because that basically makes it so that we're just playing hardcore. And I want to have them placed all over some very popular spots. So, for instance, there's already one here. Need to change it to regen because we're not going to be using it for haste here. So yeah, one down of however many's in the corner right now. I want to have a couple mobile ones ready to go. I want to have them placed around the world in different spots, such as a few of them around our base areas, any popular areas that we're going to be doing any kind of builds, and having some ready for future projects. So that's the plan for today. We're going to be making ourselves a bunch of safe zones so that we can not die. Now that's going to require a couple of things. First off, I'm going to make a wither skeleton farm, wither skull farm, for the first time in my life. Never done that before. Never wanted to. Seems a lot tedious, but it is a requirement, so we're going to have to do it for this video. And secondly, probably a better iron farm. We should probably make a better one. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And we're going to be fighting the wither a bunch of times too. But it's probably going to be cheesing it. Let's get started. This is going to take a little bit. Oh, for those of you that don't know, you can ignore this guy. This is our friend Will here. He's one of the members. Members get shout outs in the world so they can get something named after themselves. That's why our diamond pickaxe is named this. And that's why our sword is named this. Anyway, we have enough, I think, for another beacon almost, because I have been AFKing a little bit. Not too much, just like kind of, you know, sitting here while I'm not doing other things. And this thing hasn't stopped working, so I don't think I'm going to tear this one down. I think I'm going to set up a little stasis chamber area so that I can keep this loading, and then I'll probably go to spawn chunks and make the better version, so that way we can have them constantly running. But I'm not really worried about the iron farm part. I'm mainly worried about the wither skull farm, because that sucks. I'm hoping there's a simple one that I can do. So we're going to be looking into that. We're going to be looking to a pretty simple one to do. So hopefully we don't have to spend too much time working on that. So yeah, let's get started. And let me check and see what kind of a farm I can use here, because God knows I can't come up with that stuff myself. All right, so we found a pretty simple farm where we don't actually have to mob-proof anything, which is the worst part, so thank God. It's not too bad on the materials list. Here's the materials list right here. We have to get some turtle eggs again, but that's not that bad. And everything else is pretty simple, so let's go ahead and start gathering some stuff. Will, you gotta relax, buddy. It'll be okay. Oh, and by the way, forgot to mention, in between episodes, I finally grabbed a decent stock of a few things that we definitely need. I think that was mainly, oh yeah, some wood, coal, and cobble here, so that'll help with this because there's a few little stone things that we need. So we should start smelting some of these things. Let's get that out of the way. First things first, 4 iron blocks. Very simple. And let's go get those turtle eggs. I need a silk touch pickaxe. Yeah, I got that. So let's go get those turtle eggs. Wait, where was the turtle eggs again? Oh boy, it's been a while. I think they were over here. Yep, there's the nether portal. And in the boat, for my little montage coming back, I think it's like right over here past the savannah. I just noticed we have to get 58 obsidian. That's going to be a little annoying. But it's not too bad. Could be worse. Look out for a pumpkin, because we need to carve pumpkin. Where did I leave these guys? Right over here. Perfect. Ooh, we got 3 of 4. Is that 4? Oh, perfect. That's all we need right there. Awesome. You get to keep all your turtle eggs. Appreciate it, guys. All right, the rest of this stuff's pretty simple, so let's go ahead and just burn this stuff out real quick. Okay, future me here. I don't know why. There's a couple of parts in this video that I swear I recorded, but I didn't actually end up with anything. I don't really know what was going on there, but yeah. And this is one of the parts where we're about to jump into me telling you what the materials are for the iron farm that I'm going to be building. And we're going to be gathering those. I don't know why I didn't record that part. And I also didn't record between me getting materials for the Wither Skull farm and me actually building it. But sometimes these things happen. So also, if you haven't subscribed yet, you should subscribe. Trying to get to 10K by the end of the summer. So appreciate it. All right, so we need ourselves about 40 stacks of cobble between all this stuff we got here. And then we're going to need a little bit of wood. We should have enough wood to cover this. Another stack of glass and just a few of these other things. This is all pretty easy after that. So we need about shulker box plus 4 stacks. So we're halfway there of cobble, and then that should pretty much cover it as far as that, which is our biggest resource. And I think this might cover it for the wood stuff that we need. We'll see about this. Fence gates tend to be a little more expensive than I can imagine, but that's not too bad. Let's go ahead and mine out an area for cobble, and then we can go onward with the rest of this stuff. I have this little mess here. This is nice. But yeah, all right, let's get going in here. Damn it, should I just go ahead and kill another wither real quick? I think I probably should. I think I'm gonna, because I'm gonna get haste and everything. I beat it once, but it was underground. I'm cheesing the hell out of this. I'm cheesing it however I can. Yeah, let's head over there, and then I'll look up a video real quick so I can make sure we're putting it in the exact right spot. Okay, that's the spot, and then that's the middle of this room. So this is where it should be. 1 block before this pillar. That's what the guy said. Oh, test it. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Thank you, Will. If this doesn't work, you're a G. I'm going to use obsidian anyway. Oh! Nice. I will straight up farm like this. This is how I'm going to be doing this. I hope everyone knows. Like, this is what I'm going to be doing for however long it takes to get the whole stack of beacons. So that's how we're gonna do this a bunch of times. So I'm gonna leave that there so that I can know that's exactly where it needs to be. But for now, we just needed the 1 beacon. All right, so we're gonna put regen here afterwards. I'll come back down because we do have a direct line from this. Let's do haste 2. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's the channel colors right there. Finally can start that one, and now we can officially get all the rest of this stuff. So let's get all this. Alright, so we finished up the build here, as you can see. Now for the worst part. Building it was a piece of cake, but the worst part's going to be actually moving this villagers over. We're going to have to bridge ourselves all the way up here, and then we can put all the guys up in their spots. I mean, these will be easy, but having to actually read them is going to be the crappy part. And then the zombies are just, that's going to kind of suck a little bit. But, here we go. Do this. Okay, guys, I don't want to jinx this. It appears to be working. Everything's good. It slowly started working. This thing has been quite the adventure. I don't know how the video part's going to turn out, but because I was doing a lot of this stuff, I feel like was only recorded on Flashback. Well, I know it was. So there's going to be some weird... Oh my god, this is going to stand out a little bit. Let me try to land on one of these. So this thing was a nightmare. I originally put these two guys in there, and I expected that it would start working. It didn't. It didn't start working. So I had this one, I figured, you know, because you add each module, and then they will just work along. So I figured, okay, cool, we'll get there, and then we'll be stacking up iron while we add the rest of the guys. That did not happen. It just didn't happen. That's not how this worked. So then I was like, okay, maybe it's too close to my breeders over here. So I moved these guys out of these boxes. I put them over in these boxes. Got a new zombie. Still wasn't working. Okay. So then I put them over here. Still wasn't working. At this point, I'm losing my mind. I am just going apeshit. I'm like, what is going on? We have this farm on the server. I go on the server 3-4 times. It's just like this. I'm checking the spacing. That's why this one has moved over one, because I ended up moving the blocks over. One block, the whole box. I moved the whole thing over. And then it didn't change. It still wasn't working. Then I'm checking all the spacing. I'm checking the way that the one on the server looks. We have one on a realm that is just like this. It's all working. It all looks exactly the same. I'm losing it. I'm like, what is going on? Then I open up a test world. In the test world, I'm like putting grass underneath like these things because all of the ones I've seen are like in the ground. It didn't do anything. I'm like, what is going on? Then, I don't know, I'm over here. I'm like, screw it. I'll just fill all of them up and then I'm just going to see what happens. At some point, that one starts working. Just this one right here. Only spawning under that. I have no idea why. I ended up breaking all of the beds, placing them all back. Then I filled up these two. And now it works. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I have no idea. I don't know. I'm happy. I don't want to complain. But this was the biggest headache. I spent hours after building it. After putting stuff in here. Like starting to put villagers in here. Obviously these guys took a while to fill up. But after putting dudes in boxes and there was no spawning, I'm spending hours trying to figure out what's going on. I use ChatGPT. I don't use ChatGPT. It didn't help. It didn't help. Just so you know. But I don't know. I don't know. It's working now. I don't know why it's working. I don't know what happened. I don't know anything. We ended up doing an old-fashioned thing here because I was just taking them out one by one, and I'm like, you know what? I have carry-on. This thing's made for like people that don't use carry-on. If I didn't have carry-on, I would have quit. I would have scrapped this whole thing. I don't know, because I had to move these guys around between boxes so much. I'm like, it wasn't fun. And maybe that's the problem. I don't know. Maybe it was because I was carrying them to the boxes with the mod. Oh god, I need to get back to my base. But maybe it's because I was carrying them into the boxes that it was weird and it took the game a while to catch. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I'm not even gonna question it anymore. I gotta get back to my base so I can get some healing. It works now. I'm gonna AFK here for a while after I get back. And then, yeah, so here's a quick time lapse of that. Well, as you can hear, it is still working. I AFK'd overnight. This is all the stuff we got here. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. I don't know why nothing went in there, but got a lot of stuff here. I went ahead and got those blocks settled, and now we just have to go ahead and combine all the rest of this stuff. So, here we go. Alright, that just about does it. Quite a bit here. I'm gonna load all this stuff up, and then I guess we could head over and actually start taking care of all the withers. That's gonna take a minute just to kill all of them, even though we have that easy thing set up. But yeah, we got quite a bit here. Filling up the ender chest. filling up like half a shulker box. Probably about a full chest worth of blocks. Should be more than enough. All right, we got everything we need. So just sit here and hammer out entire stacks of beacons. So I'm going to just repeatedly kill this thing over and over again until I get everything I need. See you guys in a minute. Okay, that actually didn't really take that long. Here's my flex. This is awesome. People have done this before, but I've never done this. Look at this beacon. I have a stack of them. Oh man, that's pretty cool. I specifically got additional 4 more so I could make this beacon, which I went ahead and just did right after I got the wither stuff. So we have all the effects, you know, speed 2, resistance 2, regen, and you could do 6 and get jump boost 2 and still have regen, but I don't really care about jump boost, so I wanted it because why not have all the effects, but I don't really care that much, so we just kept with the 5. Now, where is it? So we go to there, and then, you know, obviously another 50 blocks that way. Real quick before... Oh, I guess I don't know the edge. Here's the plan right now. We're going to go ahead, and we're going to... So I'm going to go underground, go to the edge of the beacon, go out till I don't get effects, and then I'm going to make sure that's 50 blocks. It should be 50 blocks. From that area, I'm going to go out another 50 blocks. I'm going to start another beacon, and then we're going to see where that ends up and see how far out that gets us. If that gets us past this iron farm, then I'll probably just go this way another 3 or few times out this way, and that'll cover our whole area. Then we have our end covered, and I'm trying to think of any other area that I would necessarily need cover right now. You might think like, oh, why do we need 64 beacons? Well, I just kind of wanted to have 64 beacons, and it's pretty cool. But for this area, I want to have all of them be the max beacon. For this area, we're going to need 5, let's say 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 at least. Maybe 40 or 45 if it goes out one more that way. And as we expand more things in this area, you know, we'll need more. I have some pretty big projects in the future, so anything we don't use in this episode was not wasn't overkill or waste. I need to put one of these out at the iron farm, which it should have been running this whole time that I was doing the wither fight. So let me go check that. Just want to make sure it was running. I don't know how I didn't think about this happening, but it doesn't change the absolute anger. Oh my god, it literally, whatever was in those chests. Wait, are these guys still spawning? Ooh. Okay, so this is fixable. This is completely fixable. I'm not doing this now. I don't care. Hopefully we have enough iron or I'm going to be really upset. Oh no, these guys are missing here. I mean, this is fine. We got one cell missing here. This is fixable. We just need to cover in all the holes and then get the chest back and the bottom area. So it's annoying. I'm not going to say it's not annoying, but it's fixable. There's so many golems. Oh my god. I'm like really upset. I spent most of my time in this. Oh my god, look at all this stuff. Oh no. I spent most of my time in this video working on this farm. And it lasted me 5 minutes. It's not that bad. I can fix it. It's just annoying. And then after the fact, I'm going to have to kill these guys, which is going to be even worse. How many guys are down here? This is ridiculous. Oh my god. And they're going to keep spawning. Like, is this going to mess up my world? I got to cover up these and hopefully everything starts spawning because... Oh, look, we're missing this guy too? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh, we don't need to cover this up. I don't think you guys understand how long this took me for no reason. For no reason. This took me forever. just because it didn't want to work. Dude, this sucks so bad. I mean, this is what I get for cheese in the wither fight, I guess. I just cannot... Okay, why are you guys... No, I can't have you guys still spawning. Why are they not... I covered your thing up. I can't have these guys keep spawning. I don't want to fix this right now. I can't. I don't know when I'm going to fix this, but I can't go through the pain of fixing this. There's so many. There's got to be like 50 freaking iron golems down here. If I left this to keep running, it would just destroy my world. I mean, maybe they'll slowly die with mob spawning, but if I'm not over here, they won't have any mob spawning. I want to complain, but I mean, I used a cheesy strat to fight the wither that many times. So I can't even really complain. It's like, I want to be like, oh, fix your game. But it's like, if they fixed the game, you wouldn't be able to put the wither there. And this wouldn't have happened anyway. So dumb that it goes to the portal like that. The best iron farm I ever built, I got to use it once. Just my luck. Anyway, this is the amount of iron I have. I think I have some stuff in here. Do I? No, I don't have anything here. I have some in here. This iron farm is still running. But, like, this thing sucks. So bad. Like, I know it's not meant to be the best, but this thing is horrible. And this didn't work at all. This doesn't work. Let me go ahead and just... Can I just, like, put a block there? This does not work. I think they patched this. They'll probably come up with another one that works. Or I know there's, like, chunk loaders that do work, but I don't really care. Anyway, we have this much iron. And I guess that's it. I thought I had more. But I guess not. I mean, this is enough. Like, a regular beacon is only, like, this much. These 2.5 stacks, I think. So then maybe a triple, or the 5 beacon, it might be 4 stacks? Maybe, I'm guessing here. I have no idea. I know I can fix it, and I'm probably complaining too much. But it's so annoying that happened. Like, we won't be killing the wither like that anymore, I guess. Because... that sucks. Alright, well, let's cover... Well, let's just cover this yellow area. We have done it. Covered the whole area here in max beacons. We are set for this area. Don't really have anything else right now that I'm focused on specifically, but we do have plenty more to go so that we can go ahead and add as many as we need to for whatever we're working on. And I went ahead and fixed this mess. Yeah, this thing is completely functional again. As you can see, get all the goodies. Whole area is destroyed though. I got a lot of these iron golems, but didn't get all of them. Not a big deal. They're still spawning. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Pretty maxed out here. Yeah, so there might be a decent gap between this and the next video, just because this was one of the last videos I'm going to do for this series where I'm just doing like a basic thing. Everything else is probably a big project, so be on the lookout for that. RL Craft 100 Days coming at some point here soon, and check the live streams on the weekends if you guys want to see more stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys later.